All right. I'm doing some sound testing. That's not the great, to be completely honest. But all that's good. I wanted to thank, as we're starting the stream, the music. Let me pop them up real quick. Royalty-free music productions. You can find them on Bandcamp. Real good stuck. Stuck? Stuff. Wow. I was reading a text as I as I said that. A text from one of my Patreon people, Natalia Cline. Thank you to James Johnston, Ember Ellaria, and Natalia Cline, the before mentioned. Here's my face! Alright. Let me turn all this bullshit down. Ooh. That's right. Boom. Yeah, if you're interested, I gotta plug the hell out of these guys, because royalty-free music productions. They got all these different, I guess, albums. Anyway, you check them out. Check them out if you dig. If you dig. If you don't, it's fine too. There's probably a bit of a delay with what I'm doing. Let me make sure that's not awful. Yeah, it's annoying, but that's how it's gonna be. This is streaming during the day versus streaming, at 3 a.m. when no one's on. Oh, happy 4th of July, man. Right. So this is Chess with Bill. Typically what I do is I play chess, as evidenced by the name. And also, I sit here and talk for a while. So what I'm going to do today, I've got about 45 minutes or so, because, I woke up late. And I'm going to do a couple puzzles. I'm going to do a game and an analysis. So we're going to see how that is. Right now, make sure that this looks okay. It looks all right. Let me see if I can remedy. Oh no, what have I done? Let me remedy this a little bit. All right, I'll just have to change that here in a second. Okay, so right away I see this. Pawn is absolutely pinned. This knight is guarding the square I would like to go to. My king is hanging out on b2. Why not? And I've got this bishop here. It seems like maybe forcing moves might be great. Be awesome to get rid of this guy. I say forcing moves because I guess the queen could come down this way and do some gnarly checks. And this doesn't seem so great for me. I mean, I'm obviously winning. It's a puzzle. But, how to capitalize on this? So I could sack the queen, right? There's a check here. And I think he can't get away from that. So let's try that. Yay, I got one. The rook is absolutely, absolument, pinned. How do you say pin? Fermé, closed. A position absolument. Le roi? I don't know. It's been a long time since I did that. Okay, so the rook is not defending the queen, nor is it defending the pawn. Although it will be if I move here. There's no check on my king because of that. And there's a check here, but I would take it with my pawn. So, what else is going on? Rook and queen are lined up. So I could attack the queen, deflect her, but I check, she just comes back. And then we start getting into draw territory if we exchange everything down. So that doesn't seem very good. The king is off. He's off, guys. King's off the H file. What would I like to have here? I would love to have my queen where? I don't really see the immediate spot for her to be, for there to be a checkmate. Which is why I can't see this puzzle. So I could double up on the rook because it can't move, right? Meaning if I take the rook here, it doesn't really have anything going on. This is probably the move. This is the only one that I'm seeing right now. Because I don't think deflecting, that's right, parrying, deflecting the queen off here does me any good. Because she can just slide back. So let's do this. Oof. Right. So the king moves forward, protecting. I can still grab this. Queen goes this way. Well, then we're just trading down, right? Maybe that's the goal. He does have... that's right, he. Because my opponent is apparently a he. She does have doubled pawns. So I got an advantage there. Do I really want to trade? I could also pin the queen to the king. Oof. Kaboom. Take that, queen. My pawn takes you. Alright. Yeah, I apologize for the... I apologize? Do I apologize? Sorry. Yeah, I am apologizing for the lag. I'm not really sure how to undo that. You know, I have a Patreon. If you... I can upgrade my equipment. Okay, black to move. Patreon.com/chesswithbill, by the way. It's only $3. Alright, so black to move. I see a 4 Kia. Excuse me. I see a gnarly looking check on my king. Why is their king up in my business? Like, their king is where my king should be. What? I feel like they just kind of win this way, though. They're like, haha, take that. There's a discovered check here I could do. Oots, oots. After that discovered check, this happens. I can check again, but he just starts gobbling up my pieces, right? Here, he comes here, and I have this check, and then he's forced there. Check here. I think that's it. Oh, wait, what'd I do? Was that a wrong move order? This check doesn't work? Why? Oh, because he moves out. Then when I check, he gets out this way. So check here. It's making it more complicated than it was. Right. So I think this is it. This is tricky. That's tricky. Idea being, because there's discovered checks all over the place, none of these pieces are actually in danger yet. Well. So they're attacking my queen, which means they must die. They must pay for their sins. What else do I see? Any... I always cough when I don't need to. So instead of just thinking tactically, which is... I immediately go into tactics and I'm like, well, this and this and this and this, without actually reviewing the board, assessing the situation. So let's do that. Of course, I can't help myself, right? But that's worthless if I haven't paid attention to what's going on the board. So let's pay attention to what's going on the board. Let's do that. Checks, captures, threats, all that malarkey. Again, sorry for the delay. What can I say? It's the 4th of July during the day. Oh, I can't help myself. All right, so, can they check me? I don't see a check on me. And I don't see a check on them right away. Captures, obviously, if I don't move my queen. Wow, my arrows are just all over the place. I can take stuff. Yeah, I can do this. Threats, I can fork the bishop and the queen. This guy could be coming down. And then, of course, my knight is kind of sort of hanging. All right, I'm going to turn off that. I need to stop looking at that. That doesn't help. So, any pins and such. So this is a fork that I see. I mean, I'm guarding my pawn. What would I like to see happen? I'd love it if my knight was there and my queen was here. Because then I could say, ha! But I'm not. I'm not there. So, this bishop is not greatly defended, right? The obvious is takes, boom. Although, if I take here, I mean, technically doesn't have to take. He probably would. He doesn't have to take. Because he's got a defender going on. I note that the queen is not defending that square. What happens if I sack the queen just to do it? Well, he takes and I take back. Then what can you do? Nothing. You can't do anything then. Sacking the queen, you automatically win, right? I could attack their queen and their bishop. If I do this, I likely lose my queen. And then I lose promptly thereafter my knight. So perhaps sacking the queen, then attacking here. Well, why wouldn't he just move the queen? Right? I could do this. He moves out this way. That doesn't look very good for me. So my gut reaction is to move the queen. Or to fork. But I don't think either one straight away work. There is doing kind of what I wanted to do, which is getting the queen here and going after this with this being a next move. I am not sure about this. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. In DOS comments. I also didn't consider taking this way. I'm not really sure the advantage. I get the pawn. Okay, I lose the queen. I get a bishop. Or I get this queen would be more likely. They take and I get the bishop here. Interesting. So I get a pawn. Oof. They take my queen. I take their queen. Right? So now I'm up a pawn. They probably take my knight. I take the bishop. They take my pawn. I have removed this threat. I got a rook and a rook hanging out. They got their rook and their rook hanging out. And I have this passed pawn. I think. No, I don't. Because boom, boom, and then this happens. I don't know. That seems really equal. And equality is not really what I'm going for here. In chess, we're not really going for equality. Do what you want with that. Lord. And that's how it's going to be this entire stream. I could double up my rooks. I'm kind of liking this move. Okay. What would I like to see on the board? Like I had said before, having my queen there, my knight there, would be spectacular. And it being my move, because then I would win. I could see some sort of pin. If the queen could be there. Something like that. It's a lot of moves. And I'd like to do forcing moves. So they must bend to my will. I grab their bishop. They grab my queen. I am now forking them. But they could just grab this dude, and now I'm here, and I lose that too. So I have one rook to their two rooks. So that's not going to work. Not sure. I am not sure about this one. Ain't right. The queen's taken, right? Does that... This just sort of trade stuff. Right? I'm not good at this. I have the queen. The queen. They have a lot of options at this point. They take. Okay. I take back. I mean, we've equalized. We've equalized, but I just don't see an advantage there. Alright, so there's taking here. The rook obviously takes back. And I take there. Is that just it? Is that how simple it is? I get I get a piece for the trade. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Alright, well. No? Son of a... Oh, I forked now. Well. So this is a check. They've got to move this way. There we go. Derp. Right, he's got to move this way, and then I can do a discover check on the next move. Let me look at that. Actually, I don't know what that looks like on my thing. Okay, it looks fine. Right, so this... No, that doesn't happen. This happens. I take. Takes back. I take here. No. I move here. Moves the queen back. I check. He's got to move there. Alright, so after this, maybe here is defended and there's a check on the king. Something like that. Only move. Could come here, but that doesn't work because the queen's there. What does it have to say here? Rook c5? Rook c5, what? Oh, rook c5. So this is how you would continue. Huh. Was that so great? Knight g4 check, g4 check. So it wants me to come all the way over here, getting the knight out of the way. And I guess he moves this way. No, he goes back to h1. Queen d6. Now, what's the purpose of this move? This move. Ah! It's exactly what I wanted to do. The purpose of that move is right there. Derp. Doesn't he block? G3. Take maybe? Yeah, it's a check. He's got to move there. I could come here. Off the bat. Could bring the rook in. Could check here. Yeah, I think this is it. D4? Right. He could move there, which would be checkmate, or he goes there. Boom. Maybe, so E3. Really? Oh, attacking the queen. Yeah, so I want to get on that square right there. How to maneuver my queen over there. So get their queen out of the way. D1, attacking my queen. So the game continues. I mean, I could lose this game. I shouldn't lose the game, but I could definitely lose the game. Attack here. Can't take back. Interesting. All right. Speaking of losing games. Boof. Let's actually play one. Check my stuff right quick. Make sure it looks good. It doesn't look good. Make this a tiny bit smaller. That's right, I can do that. Boom. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then does it look like hell when I do that? Yep. But you know what? Oh well. Oof. Alright, I have to take a moment. Yes. How y'all doing? You got any plans for the day? I don't. Just some work. That's right. This is a twisty tie. That's not work. So, I'll show you now. This little keychain. Check this out. It's a cat with a butcher knife in its mouth. This was a gift from my girlfriend, and I thank her greatly for it. All right. So let's play a game, right? Let's. Joey Salty. How much you want to bet Joey Salty knows all about the Sicilian? Or hates it? Oof. So, in past streams, this is my 99th day. In past streams, I've talked about my need of researching this opening. What is it now? It's here, maybe here. I've forgotten everything. All of my theory. I don't know if I ever knew what the theory was. Let's come here. Is that a bad move? Probably thinking too much about it. Oh, he's going to move here, isn't he? I want to say I played this and someone told me to move to G4 and I just got properly bungalowed. Right, so I want to move there, but prior to that, I think I can move here. Let's go there. Kind of defends this. My chess coach, who I don't meet often enough. I need to meet him more. has recently told me that, one, I need to play more, but two, I need to really get these openings down so I'm not just thinking so much. Too much brain power in the beginning of the game. But I'm not there yet. So after takes, I can take back, right? I can also take here, gets the queen involved. So what I want a little bit of development. Thing is, I can't really do that then. And then this is coming. Does this do what I want it to? He takes, I take. He comes down here, and then I'm kind of screwed. I think I'm going to take that. Right? So I still can't do that, but I don't think that's as big of a deal. I think I could probably push here to open up my shi'at. Need to be leery of this pawn being backwards after this. I can defend, I can defend. So if I do this and this, he could take the castle rights, which sucks, and then he castles. Right, I do have that, but my king's just kind of out in the open at that point, right? Could go here, he pops here. Here, this just sort of trades down, so it doesn't really help. Sorry, I'm coughing like a motherfucker. This could be good. I think this is what I shall do. After here. Queen needs to move. Where does she go? Yeah, I kind of need to make a decision here. Can't I can fianchetto actually. Fianchetto. Boom. This happens. I can fianchetto, but he's just gonna trade queens, right? I think I will move here. And not be married to the fianchetto. So that attempts to open this up. Blocks this bishop. If there's something like this, I can come here. If there's something like this, again, I could come here. I could also defend with a knight. Okay, so he's coming there. I'm thinking maybe this here to stop all that malarkey. There's also just attacking the queen, but that gives her that, which I don't want. And there's coming out this way. I'm going to do that, though. Most of the people I play on here, I don't know if they're necessarily better, but yeah, he's going for the whole thing that I was saying. Okay, so a big old queen trade. So there's takes, and then he messes up my pawn structure. Maybe this wasn't the great move then. Could come there. He comes there. I take his bishop. This happens. Let's see. Here. He just attacks my queen, maybe. There. That's annoying. Could get this guy out. Lose the knight. Come across. What happens after this? Takes here, maybe? You know what? Let's try it. I mean, I could see something like this being really bad, but need to get my I need to get my openings down. It does position my queen in kind of a cool way, and my king is sort of defended on this line. So we'll see what he does. Maybe castle? I don't know. Maybe castle. Well, I can't castle queenside. Okay, so he comes down that way. I think just attacking the queen is the right way, but no, it attacks this. So, obviously I don't want him to get a queen. Taking here is the way, right? Queen trade, maybe? And then he castles. Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm up. I can come here. He gets my rook. I check him. He's back this way. Can't check him again. Could also just take. He takes back. Attacking his rook. He does something. Here, he takes my rook. Check. Boom. Now what? And he's got a queen there. I don't really like that. I will take his queen. I'm surprised he didn't take here. So, this check, I do have a... we're equal right now. I just have a crappy position. Could move the king over. Could also just castle. This is hanging though. You know, let's do that. I don't like putting my king in front of that. I just pin myself. Right. So we'll come here. Come there. I don't like that. What to do here? He's probably going to push here, right? This, and then I can't. It was probably really stupid to castle, now that I'm looking at it. And then this isn't good. I don't really want him to move right now. I do want that guy to move. I just can't defend the pawn after that. So here, this becomes a liability. But we're going to do it. I think I'm kind of mucking up this end game, y'all. Or middle game, whatever. Right? So I'm thinking this. Where does he go there? Right. This maybe? There, check. And that's a bit of a problem. I move, and I'm kind of in a corner, and he brings his stuff around. Let me see. What do I want to do? What helps? What helps? This, he comes there maybe? Let's find out. Let's see what he does. Yeah. I think he probably should have come over here. Getting off this this absolute pin, I think, was good, but man, he's got so much time. Tons and tons of time. Right, he moves back. Don't know if I really want to get rid of that guy. Maybe here. Let's see. I could also attack his bishop. Let's do this. It'll connect my rooks. This is a backwards pawn. Need to figure that out. Yep. Okay. He probably attacks. Actually, no, I just take. Maybe he comes down this way or something. Yeah. All right. It's a bit of an idle threat, I think. Maybe he's come down that way. I don't know. And he's just sort of infiltrating this. Interesting. Okay, so he takes there. Oh, and he gets that. Right, I didn't see that. Doop. Okay. I don't want to be there. Don't want to be there. What do I want? Let's go here. He can kind of have a little pawn thing going on, if he wishes. But I'd like his bishop to be out of my home. Okay. I can't do this. That's what I would like to do. This is not good. What do I want? A minute. Not long. This doesn't do much. So let's move here. He probably goes all the way over there. That's a gnarly bishop. Yeah. Oh, shit. Right. This guy's better than I am. That's for sure. Yeah, he's better than I am. Definitely in this endgame. He calculates a lot quicker, and his pieces are a lot more organized. So this is pretty much over. I've got to get my some sort of attack, and I don't have anything. Right, giving himself luft, which is fine. I'll do that. I'd rather his rook not be wrecking me. But I think this is over, and I think I'll probably time out. Oh well. Oh yeah, shit. I guess he could have probably checked me there. So there's a check here. It gets back up to here. Does it do anything? Yeah, it kind of releases this pawn. Okay. Here, take, no. Let's see, can I do anything here? This, or this. This is pinned here. Yeah, I don't really know. I think he's just going to check the shit out of me here in a second. I could come up this way. What does that do, though? Takes here? That kind of thing? Okay, so he comes this way. Maybe knight there. Yeah. I'll come there. He can just, I mean, this game's really lost. He can just sack the knight and that's it. Yeah, I was thinking this pawn could, and the king could do something over here, but. Yeah, he can just go get a queen. Oof. He gets the queen. Takes, right? A white one on time. Right. I mean, he's going to win anyway. Okay, so let's game review. And see how badly I don't know how much of an advantage I ever had in that game. But I messed it up pretty early on. I had a miss. Okay. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet it was a pawn move? It was like one move that, and that was it. And then I had a mistake, of course. 87% accuracy. Yeah. Okay, so we're pretty standard. I had a good move there. So I saw that. I liked that. Great. Oh, this is good. Yeah. And this is a mistake. The pawn is pinned. The pawn is pinned. Which pawn is pinned? This pawn is pinned. It's pinned to the bishop, right? I mean, he's got a lot going on. I could learn a lot from this dude. He played this middle game annoyingly. I think that's where he started to really shine. Like right here, his pieces were just far more coordinated than mine. I'm actually a little mad about it. To be completely honest with you. I'm a little bit like... a little frustrated. A little frustrated. So what could I have done instead? I could have come out here, lost the bishop. I was just trying to attack. Come out there, maybe. Or I could also move the bishop. What I was not thinking about here, I was thinking about all of his attacks on my pieces. Coming out like this, and thinking, how can I harry him? What can I do to him? Instead of, is there something that I can have, not saying that's a good move. Is there something I can have to start actually fighting back? And I didn't really do that. I swear. Like, I only do this whole thing, when I'm recording. It's when I need to not be. I just can't help myself. It's not a tick. It's just okay. What to do? I was thinking this. No. That doesn't unpin my piece. It's an inaccuracy. It loses a pawn. Let me see those moves. I can't move this because of that. I could come back. Yeah, I can't take. So when I said it's an empty threat, I was wrong. I just calculated wrong. Right, so that stops the thing. I could push. He takes, I take. If I push, he sacks this. Maybe not. And it's a blunder. It loses the bishop, right. My bishop doesn't have to be there. I could just attack his rook. If something like this, that loses the pawn. Could just take his knight. He takes, and then I come that way. Let's try that. And it eventually wins the bishop. Alright, well, let's find out what it is. It's the rook. Nani? Ha! Just defend the bishop. Well. And he found a great move. That was the move. This is a miss. Capture a free bishop. Oh. Well, I wanted to capture the free rook. This is, what is that called? A super excellent move? It's a brilliant move. He had a brilliant move. Son of a bitch. And this retakes. And it's instead of releasing the tension, it's keeping some tension. Okay. Fair. Right. It's a great move. It's the only move he had. Right. I mean, why give me any chance? You know? Something like that. I mean, it's just so over. It's not even funny. Yeah. So I played about 1200. He played about 14. He had a spectacular middle game compared to my just okay middle game. He had 100% accuracy in the opening and 91 in-game accuracy. Yeah, the dude that he's playing at 900, 936. I mean, he's solid, man. A lot more solid than I am, at least. Right? Does he have... This is not a great move for him. That was a mistake. Right? He comes down. So I see him like... You know, seeing certain things. This is so great. That's not so great. Yeah, so he has, you know, plenty of moves that are very average. But he finds the nuts. Like, he's good at tactics. Like, this is his jam. He just starts shining like so hard here. Everything is good. Like, literally it's the best move. Oh, there's not one. And at this point, I think it's pretty straightforward, but dude played extremely well. Let's find out something about Joey Salty. Saltarelli. How much you want to bet he's in New York? Saltarelli. Yeah, he plays 90%, 87%. He had a 75 here. I guess I don't have the whatever. It seems like he comes and goes. How long's he been a member? June 14th, 2020. Looks like he was 792 and has been just climbing pretty steadily. Oh, it's a lot of blitz games. So that's why he's so good on time. Okay. Are these... No, these are rapids, right? Is that rapid? I can't remember what the lightning bolt is. Bullet is a bullet. No one in 50 hours? What's up, Zeton? No one in 50 minutes? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. It's because I'm just streaming at an odd time. Hi. Sorry if I've missed your thing. I haven't been looking at the chat because, well, no one's been on. Yeah, it's just a different time. I'm trying to stream more morning for me. I noticed that when people on the little analytics, when people are watching, it's actually around... Oh, you just you just sent it. It's actually around 8, 9, 10 in the morning for me. So I was like, well, why not stream at 8 or 9 or 10 or something? And also, it means I'm not awake at 5 in the morning. This chess stream has absolutely destroyed my sleeping cycle. So, my plan is to do morning streams and maybe every so often a late night one, but you know, that's it. I also noticed with the late night streams, while there were plenty of people on it, we're talking like, I should say, very active people on it, including yourself. We're talking like 5, 6 people, maybe 8. But it's always the same people. And really, the subscribers and stuff, the new people that I'm getting, it's all from the videos and specifically the shorts. So I was like, well, I want to stream when people are actually watching. So that's kind of the deal. If you do viewer games, what's a viewer game? Oh, you mean playing subscribers? I don't think it'll let me do this game review. Because I already did my game review. Oh, no, it lets me. So this is Joey Salty and Hikaru Nog 0. I'm just interested in how he played. Wait, did he play the Sicilian? Yeah, he did. Oh, so the guy knows the Sicilian. Or ostensibly, anyway. I don't know why I'm doing that. Right, I just want to keep on going. It's a mess. Yeah, I don't think there's anything weird about how he plays. He's just better than I am. Makes a lot. When it comes to tactics, he's on it, and his time control is really solid. That's probably due to playing these fast games, because you have to think tactic. I need to get a lot more solid on it. Oh, like play viewers. Yeah, I need to do that. Well, so I don't have time for another game. I actually have to work. So my plan of action is to stream before I go to work. Yeah. So that's the deal. I had time for a few puzzles and one game, which I lost heartily today. I didn't do the worst. It wasn't the worst thing. Let's see if I can actually show. Well, I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I didn't do the worst. I got actually you can't see it because my frickin' face is in the way. Let me do this. No, that doesn't work. There we go. Right. So he literally played a brilliant middle game. Like, okay. His opening was a 100% accuracy. 100%. Like, you know? And then we get in the middle game, and I had a great move. It's like the only move to make, right? But yeah. Wasn't really sure what I should have done here. Maybe coming out this way would have been better. Because I figured when I did this, I was like, well, crap, I just lost the pawn. Right? But he actually comes over this way. So maybe coming out that way, just getting the bishop. But what does this do right away, right? Maybe getting this bishop or even attacking here. Attacking there, opening up this line. Maybe that's a better move. Yeah. So just causing a pawn chain. somehow maybe doing this, getting these guys involved, taking command at the light squares, and then this actually looks so much better, right? Pushing this over and taking the G file. But I just wasn't thinking about it at the time. Anyway, Zeton, thanks for jumping on, man. I appreciate you you coming out. What's the time like where you are? About what time is it where you are? I'm trying to figure out what time of day I can stream where the OG people can still rock and roll. So it's 10 p.m. So it's pretty late where you are, at least for normal people. For me, 10 p.m. is early. So normally I'm going to be starting around your time, 7 or 8 p.m., which I think is right about where it needs to be. And that would be like 9 or 10 my time. You sleep at 3 a.m.? I see. So you're a night owl as well. Yeah, man. I mean, I go to bed at 3 a.m. too. It's just 3 a.m. needs to be my cutoff, and that's been when like I've started to stream, and the last 6 months I need to get up earlier. So yeah, I'm thinking 9, 10 a.m. stream my time, and that means what is that? 3 hours earlier, so 7, 8 o'clock your time. Anyway, I'm gonna rock and roll. I gotta go to work. Thanks for jumping on. I wanted to thank the Patreon people, James Johnston, Natalia Cline, and Ember Ellaria. If you want to jump on the Patreon, it's patreon.com/chesswithbill. It helps a ton. I appreciate it. Also, thanks to Royalty Free Music Productions for the music that they provided for free. And check them out and all that good stuff. Also, do the YouTube things if you wish. And to those of you that have done the YouTube things very much, I see that I have 4 people watching. Sorry, I have to go right now. I have to go to work. But I will be doing streams during the day, probably 10 a.m. Pacific, until noon, maybe 1. So come back. Come and hang out. You say you just saw me somewhere you don't even remember? Good. Hopefully I was doing something cool and not stupid. Probably I was doing something stupid, though. Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out.